Yo, what is up, everyone? My name is Rips. We are back with another episode of Snacks and Raps. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Giving you that hostly welcome. Today we got a special someone, in the house, um, continuing with the tradition here that we're building on Snacks and Raps. Again, this platform is all about getting those interviews, but also getting those behind the scenes of the what it takes, right, for these artists to create the songs, the products that you guys, are oftentimes bearing witness to, listening to, checking out, being hung at some art gallery or whatever. But we got a special someone, and I think the best way to introduce them is to hear a little something of their art, and then we'll go ahead and officially introduce them, right? Bring them on camera and introduce them. So first off, I want to play a little something, right? I'll go ahead and mention who they are. Maybe I'll put, their mic on and they can introduce themselves a little bit too, just via voice. So I'll go ahead and do that, but let's transition over to my dude, Jimmy Two Step. And give me a second there, because I'm gonna switches over to our ability to get him on the mic here. What up, Jimmy?
What up?
How's
How are
it
you?
going, man? I'm doing good, bro.
Oh man, thank you for having me.
Heck yeah, dude. I'm about to
Be
play.
here.
I'm about to play some little something here, and I'll keep our mics hot like this so that we can talk about what it is that we're gonna be listening to here first, right? And then we'll bring ourselves back on camera and kind of just talk about it. But I think for right now, folks, just get you a drink, get you what you get. You're
Mellow out, chill out, do your thing.
yeah. And let's listen to some little something that my dude Jimmy Two Step is bringing us today. So check it out.
Vamos duro a levantarnos recios. A dónde vamos no lo sé, pero aquí estamos, dándole duro como martillando clavos. La clave para sacar la llave, abriendo nuevas puertas. El empeño a mi arte es mi pasaje, lo que más vale. Vale atención, amor y nutrición para cumplir la misión. Atentamente, batallando mis demonios, con esperanza de que le ayude a la gente. Todo mundo fuerte, vamos para arriba. Exprésate, libera tu vida. Lo que queda, todo es amor, está dentro de ti, encuentra tu pasión.
Lo hago con amor, lo hago por mi vida. Sigo expresándome siempre con la lírica. Mi vida típica, no tengo opción. Terapia para mí es escribir otra canción. Lo hago con amor, lo hago por mi vida. Sigo expresándome siempre con la lírica. Mi vida típica, no tengo opción. Terapia para mí es escribir otra canción. Lejos de la cima pero en camino correcto. Pensar en grande es mi único defecto. Vivo por esto, yo le pertenezco. La razón de estar aquí es porque lo merezco. Vivo sin miedo, sé lo que quiero. Aprovecho el tiempo sin ponerme peros. Hay tiempos feos, otros peores, pero no te rindas hasta que lo logres. Corre sin perder enfoque. La vida es un drama que no tiene cortes. Da igual lo que fulano diga. Hacerlo por amor es la clave de la vida. Lo hago con amor, lo hago por mi vida. Sigo expresándome siempre con la lírica. Mi vida típica, no tengo opción. Terapia para mí es escribir otra canción. Lo hago con amor, lo hago por mi vida. Sigo expresándome siempre con la lírica. Mi vida típica, no tengo opción. Terapia para mí es escribir otra canción.
No me aferro al pasado o al presente. La vida me enseñó a darle frente a todo problema que se acerque. Mi mente es una bestia silvestre. En el jaripeo tumbando a los jinetes. Lo hago con amor, lo hago para sacarme este rencor. Lo hago para ganarme una vida mejor. Como la alquimista, voy detrás de aventuras, un trotamundo. Con la ayuda de mi pluma, soy autor de mi camino y destino. Tú eres capaz, dale gas, la vida es fugaz. No dejes que tus sueños se queden atrás.
Yeah.
Yo.
Shout out to Disease 84, St. Louis, Letras. What up, Rips?
What up, man? I'm just letting it ride out for them, you know? Let them get acquainted with the sounds. What is up, my man? We are on camera. What's up, Jimmy?
Yeah, that was Reos del Tempo.
Yeah, who are we listening to right there?
That was Reos del Tempo you were playing. We actually wrote most of that album in the room we're actually in right now.
Yes, sir.
That's cool.
Yes, sir. So just, real quick, welcome everyone to Snacks and Raps. This is another episode, and we have a good friend of mine here. My man's, what's your name? What they call you in the streets?
Jimmy Two-Step.
Heck yeah. All right.
Keep it two-stepping.
That's right. So we got Jimmy Two-Step in the casa right here, literally. So welcome, bro.
What up?
It's a real privilege to have you.
Yeah,
Real
thank you,
privilege
man.
to, share this
Pleasure to be here, man. Thank
platform
you.
with
Appreciate you.
No
Thank
doubt,
you.
man. Please
It was
consider,
dope.
consider this
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you, brother.
You know,
Thank you.
congratulations on getting this off the ground.
Heck yeah, man.
Fuck yeah.
It's
Glad
been
to
in
be
the
here.
works, but got to reach
That's
out to
dope.
the homies first,
All right.
get us
Thank you.
all on the platform,
Thank you. Yeah.
and
So,
kind of just take it from there, so we started off with a little something, man. What the
that
heck is that?
was
What is that, man?
a project that
Tell us.
we're
about
gonna start releasing singles off of pretty soon.
it. Okay.
So that's Reos del Tempo. That's with you.
Yes, sir.
Letras and myself. With production by Disease 84 in St. Louis. The Concrete Saints.
Yes,
So
sir. All right.
that's gonna be exciting. That's a all Spanish hip hop album.
Yeah, I was just about to ask
so-
you. Let them know a little bit, like what
I was a
what
cool
can
project.
what can they expect on that, or like, and it's an all Spanish thing, but what was the I guess the drive behind it, right? Like that got us.
Yeah, that started with St. Louis's brother, Rob 87, my boy, and he does some production for me as well. And I noticed that he had released some stuff. I checked numbers going on it and checking it, and I heard a track, and actually I had asked you if I could record some demos
Yeah.
with you, yeah, and then that's what it, that's how it started, and I
And we
started,
did. Yeah,
I started recording some demos, and then I actually wanted to see if I could feature you guys on a track,
I
you
remember
and
that.
Letras,
I remember that.
yeah, and I was gonna have that be the first single, actually, of the EP that I was working on or whatever.
Right.
And that just became Reos del Tempo.
Yeah. Over
You know?
time.
Yeah, like,
That's-
that was a trip. And then, yeah,
That's true. It started with one track.
we started one track and we're like, yeah, you guys want to do some more? And then, yeah. And then it was countless nights.
Well, then we pulled in Disease 84.
Yeah, that's when we pulled in Disease 84.
Because we're like,
Exactly.
yo, we got this one track, but we're looking
I need
for
some more. Yeah,
this kind of sound,
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
trying to do maybe 2 features,
that's right.
3 tracks or something,
And then it just became an
and
album.
then it just snowfalled from there,
Of course, yeah. That's
Yeah.
how it goes. Those were some
Yeah.
fun times though, writing
Oh,
that
yeah.
writing that record. And we actually, the first time we got to perform was at Radiotron.
Oh yeah,
So that was super dope.
yeah, that was super fun, man.
Yeah.
Definitely
That was super dope.
some pictures out there on the internet somewhere.
So yeah, that's gonna be coming out soon.
Yeah.
So
And I think
looking
the
forward
dope
to that.
yeah, me too, man. I think the dope part about that project for me is that it challenged my writing in Spanish.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean?
Same here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same here, because I honestly, like, I do have a few Spanish tracks on my solo work, but it's always like a mission for me to. So yeah, it was
Yeah.
a mission to write. So I was kind of like happy about that. Like I was like, I'm down to take on that challenge, write a whole
Word.
Spanish record.
Word.
Like
yeah.
when we finally decided, like, oh, we're
To
gonna
go
make a
for it.
record, yeah. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? You know, I took it
Why
as a
not?
challenge, and I think we did great.
Well, I mean, that's a great segue actually, because I wanted to ask folks out there, let us know in the comments what you thought about that track. That's just a little something we got
Yeah,
coming.
oh
Uh,
yeah,
it only made sense that we're both here,
yeah,
right? But it ain't about me. It's about the guests that we have on, right? And so it
yeah,
only made sense to play some Reos del Tempo,
hell
right?
yeah.
So that folks can get a sense of the stuff that Jimmy
That's
Two
fine.
Step is working on, right?
Yeah.
Um, how I think, what's your favorite memory of that project, or your biggest takeaway, if you've had time to think about that?
I don't know, man. Like I love like spending mornings like 10 p.m. Getting here at 10, like
Yeah,
not leaving till like 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Drinking mad coffee.
yeah,
You know, yeah, those nights were crazy.
hey, that was
We'd be here like literally in the like on the backboard, on the dry erase board behind me, and
writing things out.
yeah, writing things out, trying to come up with the perfect hook. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Working
yeah,
out
like
ideas.
no, this doesn't work because of this. This is like
Yeah.
yeah, and
Just working out ideas, man.
going back and forth. Like no, I don't like this. Like well, I don't like this. Well,
Yeah, I mean that I think for us really, like, we geeked out a little bit in that,
Yeah,
that in that sense that it was truly like a collaborative writing process,
Yeah.
where it was three writers in the room trying to come up with
Yeah.
like a solid idea.
that sound yeah,
like,
yeah.
and so
And
then
but it's just crazy the way like the mind works, I guess. Because like sometimes we'll just get something like quick.
yeah,
Like here it is. Like I remember there was another song on that album where you just played a instrumental by Disease. Oh, was it? No, it wasn't even Disease. It was somebody else.
oh yeah, Lobo, I
But
think,
Lobo,
right?
yeah.
The other homie, El Lobo, what's up,
Yeah.
man? Shout outs.
And they were like, yeah, that one. And then I think Letras just came up with like, a
Yeah.
bar, and then I came up with the next bar, and
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah,
And then I was like,
and it was quick. Yeah,
here's my 2
and
cents.
and sometimes it happens like that where it's easy, and then there's other times where it's just like fuck, right? Yeah, and
yeah.
you just keep pushing at it until you finally find a middle ground where you're happy. Yeah,
Yeah, man. I think that's definitely how the process can be sometimes, right?
Yep.
And I think for us, like, fortunately, all kind of road bumps considered, like, things
Yeah.
still worked out smooth, because sometimes it was pain, getting here,
yeah,
or like work
yeah.
situations.
Those were crazy times. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's three of us, right?
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, cool, let's try to align our schedules.
true.
And at some point there was a nice rhythm that
yeah. I
we
remember
caught
that.
there.
I think we started meeting up every Friday night. It was
Yeah.
a Friday night thing.
I think it was
like,
under your suggestion
Friday
too.
night. Yeah, I was like Friday night.
You're like,
every
look,
Friday
this is
night.
not gonna get done unless we got a schedule. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm right there with you 100%. What's the verdict?
We had to do it. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I think it was more like, what kind of commitment are we willing to make?
right. That
And
too.
that-
That too. Yeah, absolutely. I think what was more fun too, aside from trying to write in Spanish, is knowing like these two dudes are gonna bring it. So
Yeah.
it's like, all right, like
I do remember being
You
like,
know.
oh dang.
yeah, like I gotta, yeah, exactly.
Let
I
me,
gotta,
get
I gotta
this
bring
pen.
it because these fools are gonna bring it. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know.
Yeah. That was fun, definitely.
yeah,
Man.
that was definitely fun.
So maybe segueing a little bit away from the writing process. Let's talk about maybe the pre-production or like production process of it. Like
No,
we've mentioned Disease, but let's like formally,
Yeah,
I guess introduce some of the producers that were
that was that was when we
involved.
went to the coal mine.
Yeah.
right? When we
Okay.
started recording at the coal mine. So we basically recorded demos here.
Yeah.
We recorded all the demos here, and then once that was done, we brought St. Louis on board, and we started going to the coal mine. Started recording there. Those were fun times too.
Yeah.
I love the coal mine. The atmosphere, everything.
Yeah. I remember the first time
yeah.
walking in, and there was just like musicians everywhere. I
Yeah.
was like, dang, dope.
Shout out to Uncle Mike. Shout out to
shout out.
Taurus. Everybody.
Yeah.
At the coal mine.
Yeah, those were the first few folks I met.
Yeah.
Coming down those stairs, I was like, oh, dang, the atmosphere is changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fun place to be at.
Yeah. It was super
So
dope being
fun.
able to
And
record the final takes
great
there.
people. Yeah. That was super fun. I think you could hear it. I think people haven't heard it, but when I hear it, we have the rough drafts of the record, whatever. So and I listen to them,
This is true.
and when I listen to them, I hear it like I think you could hear like these guys have fun writing that record or recording that record or
Making it happen.
making it happen. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
like I
absolutely.
think you can hear that on the record.
There's a, I mean, again, you made the point. We have the record. We've heard it already.
Yeah.
But I think hearing it back for me definitely brings it together. There's like a sense of cohesion there, right?
Yeah.
That I think we were able to strike during our creative process, and even then too, doing like Q&A, like quality assurance during some of it,
For
being
sure.
like, nah, fool, could be like this,
Yeah.
or what about this?
Yeah,
You know?
we really went into
Yeah.
it like that.
Yeah. And then I think, going back to some of the producers, like sharing it with Disease and stuff and being like, oh, dang, okay.
Yeah,
I see why you want more beats.
yeah. Yeah.
And he was like, cool, man. I'm down to get to
And then going to diseases. Yeah,
yeah.
Diseases
And then bringing,
lab, and then
bringing Disease, along
and bringing disease to the
mine.
coal mine as well. Yeah,
So they can check out the process
Yeah.
there and stuff. And yeah, it was cool just
And-
building that, I got the sense that we had some really great momentum,
yeah. No, we definitely did. I think
did and do, and do at the same time.
I
So,
remember the first time we heard one of the songs with like mad percussions.
yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That was nice.
That's gonna be a good record for you guys.
Yeah.
I hope.
Nah, man.
I mean,
It's good.
whatever. I mean, I had a lot of fun working on that record.
I think that's
And
really
it's
like,
gonna be fun.
what we were able to take away from that.
I
is
I
the
think
fun.
we actually poured ourselves on that record. We left our
Yeah.
imprint on that record. Like, this is a part of me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I'm
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
I
that's
can
true.
totally agree with that, because I feel pretty proud of some of the verses in
There's a
there.
lot of personal shit.
I mean, not
on
just
there.
not just not just the personal stories, but
Yeah.
the delivery of it too,
Yeah.
right? And how it complements the the instrumentation, and then freaking St. Louis's production on there, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, that I'm just biased because, again, I lived it, went through it.
Yeah.
But I don't often always, and I'm sure a lot of artists out there could probably relate to this, but you may not always listen to your shit,
Right.
back. You won't go back and
Yeah.
listen to it.
I mean,
This I do.
yeah.
I'm like, a ver,
Yeah.
let me hit play one more time.
And
And I don't criticize it too much where I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, there's always a part of me that's going to be a critic.
okay, yeah, it's gonna. Yeah. I mean, after a while, it's like whatever. Just let it be.
Yeah.
Because it could always be better.
Right. But
You know,
that,
like
that-
how long are you gonna take on a song? Like, look at Detox.
yeah, well, I mean, besides that, but to me, it's more like about the whole thing about it using these like projects, or even like concept albums or album singles or whatever as
Yeah.
stepping stones, and then qualifying that they're like rock solid stepping stones,
Yeah,
that were worth
for
your
sure.
time, worth your joy, worth your
We're at the journey. Yeah.
all of that,
Yeah.
and I feel like this one is one of those, among
Yeah.
the work that we've done and shit.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely proud of that album.
Yeah.
Definitely proud of that album.
So switching gears a little bit, obviously, like, folks saw the what's it called, the thumbnail for the video by now, right? So it's like Jimmy Two Step, and then we're talking about Reos del Tempo, which is one of the logos on there. Let's talk about the other logo, man. Let's segue it right into talking about racial profile.
Racial profile.
We're playing a track, right? So we'll come,
Cool.
We'll we'll go to that in a few, but
Cool.
I think what I want to do is just get folks ready to learn a little bit about racial profile and what that's about. So
Racial profile
run us through it.
is
How did it start? Who is it?
Yeah, Racial Profile is a band that was put together by Junior of Count Time, singer for Count Time. It's we're a punk band, hardcore punk band,
Yes, sir.
and Junior basically brought a bunch of like veterans from the punk rock hardcore scene together.
Hell yeah.
And he just made it happen. Like
That's sick.
his like the way he thinks, his like mind is fucking dope, like musically,
point.
like he knows, like he knows what the fuck he wants, like he loves hardcore.
Yeah.
So quite honestly, I'm honored to like had even been asked to be in the band. Features members of Los Creepers, Javi on vocals, Rudy, Union 13, and those are bands that I grew up listening to as well.
Yeah.
So like, and that's another trip, like from I see you on stage as a teen, like to now I'm in a band with you.
Yeah.
You're my brother, and like that's dope, like
Yeah.
trips me out, still
That's what's
sometimes.
up,
But I mean, they're my brothers,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So how did that connection come to be for you, or like how did I know you mentioned racial profile and how that came to be.
Yeah.
How did you connect? Like, I guess let's help the folks. I mean, I get it, right? But because we've had multiple conversation offline about this, right? And that intersection of like hardcore punk rock, right? And hip hop, right? Because folks would be like, how? Like, it doesn't make sense, but like, it makes sense.
Well, technically now, I mean, nowadays, like all that bubblegum hip hop, like a lot of those artists apparently are into punk rock, or whatever, nowadays. I don't know, but
everyone's a punk rocker.
Those, yeah, exactly, but I grew up on hip hop, and and then I got into punk rock. Like I remember, like the first like hip hop that I probably like really fell in love with was Paid in Full, Eric B. and Rakim, or like Colors, or like even Kid Frost, La Raza, Mellow Man Ace, and all that radio stuff that was like in the 90s, early 90s.
The 90s were nice with that, Those are some solid
So,
sounds you're mentioning there.
And then later on, 92, The Chronic, Doggy Style, so forth, and then getting a little older and getting into punk rock, starting going to backyard gigs, I mean, if you're from LA, like
what's up with a backyard.
You know what's up with a backyard, Hell yeah.
Yeah, but the backyard gigs though, like, I mean, I think they're still cracking now, and they forever have.
Oh yeah.
But I think there's like special moments, in the last like freaking like 10, 15 years, 20 years even,
due to the
right?
pandemic.
I mean, due to the pandemic, right now there's a whole different.
Yeah, no,
shebang going on.
that, yeah, it never stopped.
Yeah,
It never stopped. I guess promoters just had to look for new places to play.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. I would definitely. Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, because I think that that kind of culture for a city like ours is like a must-have. That's like where both youth and young adults, explore, cut their teeth in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Explore their creativity and give the world fucking hell. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
But like sometimes in a loving way, and sometimes in like an abrasive, in your face way, because life kind of comes at us like that también, and so it's reciprocating
yeah, right.
the
Yeah,
love,
yeah, yeah, for
but
sure.
through the creative process, right? Through these creative, like, manifestations of soul,
Yeah.
or through sound. So,
Yeah.
that's dope. So like, um, what's that intersection, or like how do we bridge that gap? We've been talking about it,
I
what
mean,
examples have we heard maybe out
yeah, and I
there?
mean, like hip hop and hardcore go hand in hand.
Yeah.
They both come from New York.
Mm-hmm.
And hardcore started from punk rock.
Yeah.
And then you got a lot of hip hop artists collab with punk bands. KRS, Sick of It All.
Yeah.
Blondie, KRS One. Beastie Boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people like don't know that Beastie Boys were a hardcore band before they're hip hop.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I can totally say that I didn't until we were having that conversation about Beastie Boys, and then you're like, watch,
Yeah,
pulled up
Beastie
some
Boys.
videos. I was like, damn, that's sick.
Yeah, Beastie
know?
Boys is dope. So I mean, Africa Bombata, or Sex Pistols,
Yeah.
they collabed, years ago. So it's always been there, you
Right.
know. But for me, growing up, in LA, it's West Coast, like,
It's a thing.
yeah, I mean,
It's in the air.
you grew up, in the 90s, especially,
Yeah.
you grew up with that,
Hell yeah.
and, punk rock wasn't too far from it, you know what I'm saying? Like, same value, they share a lot of the same values,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, there's definitely
makes
that
perfect sense.
that common element of like, trying to fight the authority, right?
Yeah.
Or the powers that be and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I totally, remember relating to both those vibes,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
you grew up on both as well.
Yeah, heck yeah. I mean, dude, you said it. Like I
Yeah.
said, it's a South Central LA thing.
Yeah,
It's an
exactly.
LA thing.
It's
you
an
know what I
LA
mean?
thing.
It's a West LA thing. It's an
Yeah.
East LA thing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all
That's
sides,
just what we live.
all sides of the city.
Yeah, that's just
and
what we
even
live.
valleys and all that. you
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah, hell yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
those scenes waking me up to like, damn, there's mad culture in LA.
Yeah.
And it's you don't always have to go to Hollywood to go experience it.
right,
You know
right,
what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not Hollywood and Highland type thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Although, or Sunset Strip, también,
Right,
where you
right.
go to the key clubs and all those, or
Yeah.
whatever, the Whiskey Go-Go,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
Troubadour, or whatever, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Oh man, I caught. Yeah, saw a lot of bands.
but it's like, you catch it local, someone's backyard, someone's DI
Yeah.
was like cool enough to
Yeah,
be like,
yeah,
yeah, I'll let you kick up dust in my backyard.
right. Yeah, and I mean, sometimes they did it for money. Sometimes they'd pay the bands.
Hey. That's the whole thing about it.
Yeah.
That was the game back then too. Like you said, promoters, backyard gigs.
Yeah.
Even other. I mean, I remember Southgate too. Big gig right there.
All right,
like
yeah, the Allen Theater.
the Island Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, damn, old school stuff right there.
Yeah,
And I even felt when would start coming around, I was like mad late, because I was like late 2000s going to stuff there.
yeah. Okay.
Or actually, no, not late 2000s, early 2000s.
Early 2000s,
Hella
yeah.
early 2000s. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, dope. The scene's
Yeah.
everywhere. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
dope. Like, I mean, even coming into like the hip hop scene, like getting there, like that was a trip for me,
Yeah.
and being accepted, like that's dope. And to this day, like, I still hang out with a lot of, same cats,
Yeah.
Just last week, couple weeks, or what, a few homies catching up. And that was a trip, seeing like how far, like how much we've grown musically,
Yeah.
like we cut our teeth,
Yeah.
like
I mean, yeah, it's like a little good marker
Hollywood. Yeah.
to start off, releasing things and being like able to look back at certain sounds and stuff.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
It's a trip, man.
So what have you been working on with the band?
Racial profile.
Yeah, with the group. Yeah.
The group.
Yeah. So yeah, inside joke.
The group. Yeah. We gotta finish recording the record in a few weeks, and
Okay.
it's gonna be released next year on
Okay.
vinyl through
Gotcha.
Upstate Records.
Heck yeah. I see that hat you're wearing.
So yeah, Upstate Records.
Yeah.
Shout out to Upstate Records.
Hell yeah, man.
But yeah, that's gonna be released on vinyl, and let's see what happens. I mean,
Okay.
we're just trying to put it out and
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
see
That's
what's up. Like, it's all a matter of like when we can get together. All of us. It's 8 members.
Yeah, wow.
So
Yeah.
shout out to
Lot
Chino on drums, Mikey and Rudy on guitar, Johnny on bass, and then got 4 vocalists, myself, Javi, Drew, and Junior.
Sick.
So members of Count Time, Los Creepers, Union 13, Set Aside, Difference of Opinion, so it's a side project for everyone involved,
Heck yeah.
and we just decided, let's get together,
Yeah.
play music that we wouldn't normally play within, our personal like groups or whatever.
Yeah. You just come out the woodwork with something different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to kind of refresh yourselves or something like that.
Yeah. I'm
That's
trying
sick.
to do more like youth crew hardcore.
Okay.
So yeah, like, let's see where that takes us.
Hey, man.
You
Yeah, man. Much success,
thank
like
you. Yeah, likewise.
congrats on that,
Thank you.
because that's sick, dude. I mean, you've shared a few things, and we will be sharing some stuff, but I just first wanted to just, congratulate you on another milestone, that
Thank you.
you're being able to achieve, again, making music, whatever kind of shit you
Yeah.
make creatively, right,
Yeah.
is not easy, and I think that's something that we often overlook, especially for like creative folks, since we give so much of ourselves, and a lot of that is given is often only seen on stage,
Right.
but it's not like the behind the scenes, or like the stories of like what it takes to get to that point, you know?
Yeah.
And then the fact that those moments are so
Oh.
fleeting, because it's like, your set is a set time.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, man.
But it took way more to get to that point.
You know what? Actually, like with Racial writing the first batch of songs, they were kind of just flowing out of us,
Sick with it.
and me and Junior would just be in the studio with the band rocking, and he'd be sitting over there, I'd be sitting over here, and we're just
Doing the
texting
thing.
each other back and forth, like, I got these
Okay.
lyrics, I got these lyrics, and putting them together, and
Yeah.
they were just flowing out of us. And then the second part of the record was just like more like, all right, slow down. Yeah.
Let's,
Yeah. But
we got a sense of where we're going.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's look around a little bit.
I think it was kind of the same for Rails too, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I think, yeah.
I think we, I wouldn't say we rushed, but I think it came out, it was flowing out.
Yeah, it was flowing, yeah.
And we got probably as deep as like 5 tracks, I want to say.
Yeah.
Right. And
Before we were like, slow down and
we're
like, what are we doing here?
Whoa. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
this is dope. We got all these different feelings
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
ideas kind of covered,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What else do we want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool.
Hence the whiteboard sessions.
And the whiteboard sessions, yeah.
That's right. Heck yeah. That's good, man. That's
Um,
dope that that's how it was happening too, for racial profile that you all were, like, sounds like you were vibing really well, like, like just in tune with folks and that record or those
Yeah, I
first
mean-
first records kind of came out naturally.
They're dope guys,
Yeah.
all of them. Shout out to my Black and Blue brothers.
Hell
you
yeah,
know.
dude.
They're super dope guys, man. And easy to get along with. You know what I'm saying? And having that, we listen to come basically come from the same background, like musically.
Mm-hmm.
We just get along. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So that kind of makes it a little easier where we can explain to each other like where we really want to go with it.
Yeah.
You get me? Because
Yeah.
if you're talking with somebody else, like they're not gonna get it. They're kind of gonna be lost. And be like,
Yeah.
I don't really fully grasp what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
gonna have that, alignment or like vibe with
Yeah,
each other.
exactly.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So I mean, really, how it started, like, I'm a junior, like, maybe like a year. I mean, I had seen Count Time before.
Yeah.
But I actually ran into him. The day we did the Kobe Bryant tribute show
Oh
during
yeah.
the pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
At one of the practice studios. Yeah.
yeah, and we vibed. You know what I'm saying? Like, he took me under his wing, pretty much. Yeah, I'm like, come on, I got you. I'm like, let's do this. And I was lucky enough to, like, again, have been asked to be a part of the band.
Yeah.
So
So what's up, man? I think
yeah, let's check it out.
let's give them a little sample.
Yeah, we just dropped a demo on Bandcamp. You guys can check it out.
Dope.
We're playing this Friday, and we're doing the Hoodcore pre-party on Friday. Then Saturday, the actual Hoodcore
Nice.
Fest. I'll be doing a hip hop set, so I'll be playing with
I
Rachel on
heard.
Friday, and I'll be doing a hip hop set on Saturday.
Nice. Heck yeah, dude.
So that's gonna be fun.
I'll make sure to plug your Instagram, I think,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
What's the Instagram? Plug it so that
Jimmy
folks can-
_2_step.
All right, perfect. That way folks can see the flyer,
Yeah.
if they need to go check out the flyer, but I'll
Yeah.
make sure to
Check
put,
out Hoodcore LA.
yeah, I'll make
Yeah.
sure to, put the Instagram.
Yeah.
That way they can kind of, follow, make sure to follow.
Yeah.
And then what's the track that we're going to play right now, from the demo? We'll get into it a little bit. What are folks going to be listening to, because obviously I want to give them a little sample and stuff since,
The first track I think this is the first track we wrote, or that
okay.
this is the first track we got together.
Nice. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Does it have a name?
Speak the Truth. Yeah.
Okay. Heck yeah. All right.
Huh.
Let's transition into that one. Bam. It's called
Speak the Truth.
Speak the Truth by Racial Profile.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Sing to the youth.
Yo.
Racial profile, motherfucker.
Yeah. What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? Like I said, let us know in the comments, man, what you think. I'm gonna definitely link this track out so folks can give it another listen.
Dope.
You know, but I like it. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
It goes without saying because
Thank you.
it's the vibe that I grew up with as well. You know,
Yeah.
so
Hell
it's
yeah.
fucking dope. You know, so
Hell
like I
yeah.
said, congratulations, brother.
Thank
you know, like
Thank you.
I like seeing my folks out there doing their thing. You know,
Hell yeah.
it's mad encouraging, mad inspiring, and
Yeah. Likewise, man. Same
it's
here.
you know,
Same here, man.
I like having those kind of like relationships with folks. You know,
Yeah.
that definitely remind me of what's possible
That
to
are
create.
pushing.
In the world that are
absolutely.
pushing. You know, just on their own things and being like, pandemic or not. You
My
know,
friends
like,
are my idols, you know?
hey,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
that's right, man.
Absolutely. I love
That's
to see my
right.
friends winning. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason to hate on that. You know what I mean?
No, man. I think there's enough to get it for everybody.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like all of us out there. Like whatever it is that you're focusing on, whatever it is that you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
kind of like brings your soul to light up the world, kind of shit. You know,
Whatever it may be. Yeah.
do that. You know,
Yeah.
do it, follow it, be like obsessively committed to it. You know,
That's what it takes.
yeah, you know.
Yeah. A lot of sleepless nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're not lying. I mean, that's how it was with the Reos del Tempo stuff, right?
Going back to that, yeah.
And then today, I mean, you know, you were just sharing that. It's kind of how it is with
Yeah,
the racial
that's
profile
just-
stuff too.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I get it, bro. That's, you know,
That's
a lot
how
of
it
the
is.
time, I think a lot of the time musicians are the natural night owls, you know,
Like I
or
said.
or you know, night creatures, you know, whatever kind of, you know, creature you decide to
That's
be.
crazy how that works, right? Like,
It is, but I think at the same time, it's kind of like a natural thing because of how creativity works. I think there's times when it you can kind of tap into it a lot clearer at night. You know, there's
yeah.
a special
I
situation
get it.
happens.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I dig it. Yeah.
you know, or if you still kind of need to set up the mood too. You know, because like you can walk into a studio like midday type thing. You know,
Right.
and still get it done. But I think it's the vibe that you create. You know, so.
That was something that was fun too during the Reos process. Going back to the coal mine.
Yeah. Man, the coal mine was fun. Definitely, you know. I remember a bunch of like times too, where we'd be there like till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Just like, all right, let's do that, boom, you know. But before that too, I think the part of the dope part for me was really being able to like have those conversations with, you know, like Saint with the rest of us and
Yeah.
you know, talk life that influenced the sound or talk life in general and being like, oh shit, you know, just building that rapport with each other, you know,
Yeah, dude.
like that was the
That
dope,
was
the
fun.
dope process, you know. So I can only imagine the same,
Right.
you know, is going on the racial profile side, you know.
Yeah.
That's super dope, you know.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, man,
It's just all a bunch of knuckleheads, man.
no, you know, like supposed to, you know.
Yeah.
I think those knuckleheads are supposed to be having fun, you know.
Fuck yeah.
I think that's really what it's about, you know. But I think like I was mentioning before we wrap up and stuff, what else you got, you know?
Yeah.
Cooking, what's up? Any last words you want to like share with folks or let them know what you're up, you know, up to these days?
Well, yeah, we got Hoodcore coming up again.
Yes, sir.
And then on the 31st on this Saturday, and then on the 4th I'm actually hitting the road for a few dates to
Nice.
New Mexico,
I heard.
El Paso. So shout out to Owen, Do It For Music. You know, gonna be rolling out with him.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna be fun at the Envision. Rolling with us too.
Dope.
So yeah, that's something that I'm looking forward to. After that, I come back, and I think I come back, and then like a few days later, I think on the 15th of August, going to New York with Count Time. Count Time's gonna be opening up for Madball at the legendary Irving Plaza.
Sick.
So you're gonna jump on the stage with them. That's gonna be fun. You know, but yeah,
sick ass.
yeah. I got that coming. We got the rails coming. We got the ratio coming. You know, so
A little bit everything coming.
yeah.
Heck
You know,
yeah, man.
Spanish hip hop. Some
So
hardcore.
where can they find you again? You know, let them know where they can connect with Jimmy
yeah,
Tuesday.
man. Just follow me on Instagram at Jimmy_2_step.
Oh snap!
No.
I was gonna say put the your Instagram up. But I think it's better if they just go check it out.
You know, racial profile LA hardcore _ LA hard LAHC.
Okay, dope. Yeah. You know what I'll do is also add the links to all of that.
Yeah.
That you're the stuff we're mentioning in the description. That way, folks can easily access.
Hell yeah.
Get a hold of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Real quick, just want to shout out my people again. Shout out to my Black and Blue brothers. Shout out to St. Louis. Shout out to Hoser. You know, GML. Lunchbox.
Hell yeah. Dude. Get that roll call in. Bro.
Yeah, no, just like people that I've worked with along the way, on my journey. You know,
no doubt,
like,
no doubt.
So you never travel to your destination alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a saying, right? Something like that. If you want to go far, go alone.
Mm.
What
No,
it now.
I think it's best to go accompanied or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. Or it's like if you want to move fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, move like with a tribe.
Yeah.
I was like, oh damn.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. I didn't butcher it this time. I probably still did.
You
though.
redeemed yourself.
I probably still did. I probably still did, and it was just like it's a paraphrase of the quote, I guess, that I saw somewhere. But something to that effect. But I think we got the point.
Yeah.
Across. I did redeem myself.
Again, congratulations to you for getting this off the ground.
Hey, man.
And thank you for having me.
Heck yeah, man.
Shout out to Disease 84.
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
DJ Warlock, Dean Prof.
Heck yeah, man. Those fools are gonna come on as co-hosts too, man. And you're obviously always welcome to sit on one of those rotating chairs because those fools are not all gonna be here at the same time.
Yeah.
Or maybe they will. I don't know. I don't know. That's a assumption on my behalf, But yeah, we can totally make that happen. I'm looking forward to just more experiences like this. I think it's a different vibe, that we're able to like put up here. For I think folks are maybe like either not used to seeing us like in this kind of space, and I think it gives it again that like peek behind the curtain type feel.
Yeah.
And a space for us to just really showcase a little bit of ourselves and the way we think and the way these music things come together, or anything else that comes up,
Thank you, man.
So you're always welcome here, and just I think you've just been involved in a lot of different stuff that like we've been up to in the last couple of years and stuff, So it's just like jumping on and helping with hip hop gifts too, So,
that's another one too. Yeah. I know you got hip hop gifts coming up this year.
I mean, since we're opening up a little bit, I think we figured we do a round of hip hop gifts this year as well,
Hip Hop Gives 2022.
Yeah.
2021.
21, man. Yeah, we'll do 2021. 2022 too as well. But I think 2021 I wanted to explore with a hybrid, kind of like version of it.
This will be the 5th year, 6th year, right?
This probably is the 5th or 6th year. Yeah. 6th year, yeah. Yeah, something like that, So we're gonna keep it going with that. But you've just been fucking jumping in the mix since then, So I've been like, all right, man, let's keep it building,
Yeah.
So I'll make sure to add all those descriptions, those links to all the profiles, and then that way folks can connect with you. Any last words?
No, man. Thank you for having me.
For sure, man.
Again, thank you for having me. And shout out to everyone that continues to follow me and support me.
Yeah.
Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your support.
So It may take a while, but but the product is on its way.
Yeah, no,
You
yeah.
know,
Shout
yeah.
out to everyone that still gives a fuck about what I do. You know, straight up. You know. Yeah,
Yeah, nah. I mean,
I
that's-
much appreciate it. You know.
yeah.
Right.
Hey, you know, those are you know, great folks to keep around.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
So it's definitely a good reason to
And shout
to
out to
deliver.
them. Shout out to DJ Survive.
Hell yeah,
DJ Survive's gonna be rocking with me for Hoodcore.
hell yeah,
So
heck yeah. I think that's gonna be like an interesting look for both of y'all. You know,
yeah,
that's cool. That's cool.
definitely, yeah. Should be fun.
Shout out DJ Survive. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Shout out DJ Survive. Shout out Count Time.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Cool, man. Any last closing words, man? Anything we missed? Anyone we should be shouting out that we're not? You know what? Forget that.
Make it happen and do what it do.
Bam. All right, let's do it. And with that, we're signing out, man.
Yeah.
Jimmy Canas, Jimmy Two
Thank you,
Step,
my brother.
Jimmy, and then
Yeah.
countless other nicknames that we tell each other, you know,
Yeah.
on and off camera. But yeah, man, thank you for coming through.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, man.
You know,
Pleasure. Come on, man.
it's been fun. It's, you know, I always trip that you're, you know, so talented. No, I'm just kidding.
You too, man.
No, you know,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, mad respect, you know,
Thank
and
you. Thank you.
you know, appreciate you being on and you know, sharing a little bit of what you got coming up.
Yeah.
I think that's, you know, again, like two ambitious projects you're able to, you know, pull off in these last couple years. So proof that you know,
I'm
these,
looking forward to it. Yeah.
these kind of
Both
pandemic
releases.
situations can you know, can be something that
Yeah.
you know, produces some dope stuff, you know. So,
Hell yeah.
heck yeah, bro.
Stay busy. Do what you gotta do.
Right.
Do what it do. Make it happen. Yeah.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. All right,
Well,
y'all.
good luck. The podcast. Keep it up.
Let's do it, man. You know, this is what is this? Number 4.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, actually that's a good point, you know. Snacks and reps, you know.
Yeah,
we're
snacks and raps.
we're on the road to 300 episodes, so it's
Yeah.
really cool that, you know, I got you here to do
pleasure.
number 4, you know, and really it's an effort into kind of like, you know, cataloging or documenting really some of LA history, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not about picking sides of LA. It's not about picking, you know, scenes, right?
Right.
It's just, you
It's
know,
about-
the folks that we've come across. That's what it's about, you know, and folks that inspire, folks that are out there making, you know, not just noise, but making, you know, their like wildest dreams come true, you know, to kind of sound a bit corny there, but I think that's really what folks are after, you know. They're
Everyone's chasing.
some kind of ambition.
Yeah.
you know?
Exactly.
That's dope to me, you know. So I want to be able to provide that kind of conversation, you know, a space to dialogue around
Right.
that, what it takes to produce that, or even to chase those kind of wild dreams, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm glad that we're able to get this, you know, off the ground. We were talking about it for a couple months, and I was like, hey, give me a couple months, man. I'm trying to, you know, do this and that, and
Right.
at the same time just learn the process, right? So we're here, you know.
DIY, baby.
Yeah, DIY. Well, a little more than DIY because we got these, you know, fancy things up and
Yeah.
running,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
these microphones and all that good stuff, you know. So DIY in the sense that it's all in house. We're taking life by the, you know,
By the horns.
yeah,
Got the bull by the horns.
yeah, exactly, you know, and making it happen. So with that, y'all, I want to close out, you know, so again, say thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Rips. I am your host, and this is
Jimmy Two Step.
so we just, you know,
Peace.
listen to the homie here, and we about to be out. So thank you so much, y'all, for tuning in.
Ashamed to call America my home. When I was young, I pledged allegiance to the flag. But now I'm grown and I see it ain't about America, but the world. Why can't we live in harmony like little boys and baby girls? Now thinking that a better future they won't have. And I'm talking real facts. See, they gave us crack, gave us speed, alcohol, nicotine. The fact of the matter is they wanna watch us bleed. I once heard someone say the generations will get weaker. America's washed up like a haggard tweaker, living in zombie mode, trance to the latest phone, the coolest clothes, living life a fashion show. And on the radio, look, I'm running out of obstacles. That shit in music, beats and rhymes are juxtaposed, leaving you just exposed to nonsense, crammed up your nose until you're dead. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're living in the last days. Home of the brave, will they bury America? And time no longer seems strange. It's very clear we need a brand new America. We're living in the last days. Home of the brave, will they bury America? And time no longer seems strange. It's very clear we need a brand new America.
I used to wonder why growing up shit faced and blown as fuck, barely getting by, and at this rate it ain't enough. Need answers now, though I know they're not around, and get the shit centered, well grounded and hold it down. Cause my future now ain't the way I'm going now. Fuck that, man, ain't no way without a doubt. Fuck your policy, Illuminati prophecy, and any other fallacy of truth that you got for me. What's coming? Pen and doom probably never know where we heading, and it's obvious we just don't want to acknowledge the sea at the bottom of the beast with the wildest thieves, plotted with G's and traps where they cook up cheese and make product that you need with more than hooked up beef. Hopefully raise the veil, pull my troops and weave about to wear the corruption of this here machine there.
We're living in the last days. Home of the brave, will they bury America?